Well, that was confusing. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Great Book of Grudges. My name is Nathan and we are here with what could be assumed to be a Troy video. We haven't spoken about a Total War Saga Troy for a long time now, and well, the only reason I'm thinking this is a Troy video is because, well, yeah, the map at the beginning pretty much looks like the game map too. Now firstly, it makes sense that Creative Assembly are talking about a Total War Saga Troy now, because it's nearing the end of its one-year exclusive deal with Epic Games, where that game was free for the first day, I believe, and could not be published anywhere else for 1 year. So that's actually finishing up in August, which kind of makes sense as they said that they're going to stop promoting Total War Warhammer 3 for the month of August. Now, all aside, this wouldn't have been a video I would normally cover. However, this is really strange to me. Does this video not seem like they're trying to promote mythical units? So first up, there's a few things regarding the video itself which leads towards a riddle, and the riddle is as follows. King of the land, ruler of the sky, guarding my treasure with gluttonous eye, what am I? Okay, so that would not seem like a lot. King of the land, ruler of the sky, a lot of people would point that towards maybe a deity like Zeus, but this also points out to a mythological creature, of course known as the Griffin, where it was known as king of beasts and also the king of the birds, which is the king of the lands and the ruler of the skies. Not only that, but there's a few screenshots that we need to talk about, as some of them are really curious. The first screenshot here is of a soldier looking up as some feathers fall below, and, well, the perception of these feathers make them look very large, don't they? There are indeed very large birds around a lot of different parts of the world, vultures and so on, but I don't know, it just seems a bit too on the nose here. Like, I don't know if there's any white feathered vultures, and yes, we know that the map for Troy has some seagulls in the grand map, but unless those seagulls have been eating, well, humans, I'm not sure that they could actually get this large. Let's move on to the other screenshot though. This second screenshot is what I assume to be a dead horse or a goat or something like that, with rather large claw markings across its abdomen. Goats are very small animals, but I don't think that animals such as lions or tigers or whatever, maybe even a bear, could leave such large claw marks. We don't actually see. I don't know, the tail kinda makes me think horse more than anything. So whatever clawed at this poor creature obviously did a lot of damage. We're not seeing too much from this, but the damage itself is very noticeable, so something big must have done this. The third and final screenshot here is a absolutely massive nest, settled atop a mountain or a mesa, but we can see the scale of this poor soldier right next to the nest. Look at it, it's absolutely massive. Not only that, but we can see bone and pieces of meat. So yeah, I don't think there are any birds that would actively do this, unless it's a really massive vulture, but again, this kind of points me towards a griffin, the king of the land and the ruler of the skies. This is really curious, and then not only that, we have a little bit of a sound font, don't we? And we all heard that monstrous roar, right? It's not just me, I'm not losing my mind. This is really curious. Because, well, there are no monsters in a Total War Saga Troy. This was supposed to be the myth behind the legend, a very strange mixture of both fantasy and fiction. However, I have spoken to a few other creators and we think that we might know what Creative Assembly are planning. With Creative Assembly coming out of the exclusivity deal, they need to think of something to be able to promote the release worldwide. I'm assuming it's coming to Steam and other platforms. What about some big mega DLC where the myth truly becomes the myth? Let's be very honest here, many people did not like the style of myth behind the legend. You can be fantasy, you can be historical, but you can't be both. It just makes no sense whatsoever. And something that Creative Assembly fans have been asking for a long time is an Age of Mythology Total War. So let's think about this logically. If Creative Assembly fans want an Age of Mythology Total War, and of course Troy is set during the Iliad, where it's very fantastical and so on, why not do a big DLC to try and make Troy have a really big worldwide release. A Age of Mythology DLC acting as a separate campaign maybe? Where they would replace the Minotaur, the Giant, the Centaurs and so on, and then bring in monsters in a big mega DLC pack. It's been what, 10 months, maybe more since we've had anything for Troy? Any news, any content? It's just been super quiet. Not only that, but why else would they be doing such a teaser which is obviously going to be linked to a Griffin, a fantastical beast from loads of parts of different cultures' mythology? It just makes a lot of sense here. Unless they're just going to decide to bring in some random faction, it makes no sense to me as to why this would happen if they wouldn't be planning some sort of Age of Mythology type of DLC. We're gonna have to wait and see. We were pretty much given this stuff early but with no context whatsoever. I guess they wanted us to try and figure it out ourselves? So I'm trying, and that's literally all I could come up with. In fact, I'm not the only creator who thinks that, so we're gonna have to wait and see until the news does come out. But what do you guys think about this? Does this not sound a bit too on the nose? Or is Creative Assembly just lining up for something completely different, which admittedly to me would be a bit more disappointing? I would be far more interested in something more related to stuff around mythology and stuff like that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and let's start a bit of a discussion. But with that, my friends, we've come to the end of our video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, might I suggest giving the video a like, or even subscribing to the channel, as it really does help us out. In the description section below are various links to different social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram and Discord. Also in the description section is an affiliate link with Element Games where you could buy loads of hobby-based products, not just Warhammer, for 10 to 25% off. Making a purchase using that link and also our special code, which is also in the description, supports the channel at no extra cost to you, which we think is rather cool. A big thank you to our patrons. Your support means the world to us. It's amazing that people want to help a small channel like us grow and get to a higher level of content. A big thank you to Gibraltar LUSC, Ryan Bertsche, Andrew Prince and Okro for subscribing to us at our fame level. You guys are super cool. And a big thank you to Edward Yule, VS Vasan, Aaron Whitman and Shaggy for subscribing to us at our king level. Honestly, we can't thank you all enough. And lastly, a big thank you to all of you for liking, sharing and commenting on these videos. Honestly, it's because of you guys that the channel's been growing at such a great pace lately, so we can't thank you all enough. But with that, my friends, thank you so much for watching once again, and we shall see you all again very soon. Have a good day.